should see the comments. So yesterday, everybody was seeing what the ticket prices were up at like SeatGeek and everything. There's some tickets now going for $4. There may be some less.
Yeah.
Go to the lines and you can go like be on field level in the middle for like $15.
Yeah.
Like down low.
Yeah.
And so I just
it's like
put
the
out
worst ticket in town.
on Twitter at Junks Radio, anybody sized to go. And I mean, 30 responses. I don't know that anybody was like, yes.
Well, who would be
I wouldn't
crazy
go.
about going to see the Skins and the Lions? The Skins are 1-9. The Lions are terrible as usual as well.
Place is a dead zone. The team's not competitive. It's super frustrating right now. I don't blame anybody for not going.
Here's a typical response from Brian. Wouldn't go for free tickets, free parking, free food, free beers, and a free limo ride to and from. No.
Correct.
This one, haven't been since 2012 and have turned down free tickets numerous times.
Yeah.
Now here's one who said yes. Yes, club level, $15.
Right.
Nice to hang out and watch the other 1 p.m. games plus all the sillies walking
People can
around.
get a bargain and go to an NFL game. That's what it's turned into here in D.C.
And then David, with prices this low, thinking to take my boys to their first game.
Yeah, it's just not a good representation. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how the bottom was falling out. I remember taking my fam I think it was 2 seasons ago. Or was it last year? I think it was last year when La Famina was here.
That was last year.
There was still some hope. And we took them on the field, and the kids were excited. And we went to the suite, and we hung out and ate and everything, and everybody had a good time. But
last year did not seem as desperate as this season.
This is the worst it's ever been.
Maybe it was the excitement of Alex Smith.
Well, you still thought they were competitive. You still thought that they could, win games.
Right. Well, they were 6-3, so maybe you went when they had a winning record.
I'm sure I went there when Alex Smith was playing.
I went to the game against the Falcons where they started to take on water in that game where they lost at home to the Falcons. But the stadium, from what I remember, was still relatively full.
Yeah.
For that game.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no. Remember, it was. I remember. I think did I go to the Colts? Did they play the Colts last year?
That was the home opener.
I'm not sure if that's the one I went to.
I think winning will bring back some, but I think some have just checked out, and it's gotten so bad that unless something drastic happened, like Snyder sold the team, which we know is not going to happen, they may not come back. And there's resentment, especially with the whole.
But you got to remember, football's so big.
It is.
It is big, but I think a lot of people are to the point where they just don't want to give Dan Snyder a nickel more.
Hot ticket. If it was the hot team, no, they're just not right now.
Yeah.
It's impossible to imagine that.
But I don't think they ever will be under Dan Snyder, and he's going to own the team for 25
they were
or 30 more years.
2012, they were a hot
but
ticket.
it was a one-year blip.
It ended up being, but it just showed you the potential. I mean, people were going crazy before RG3 was even drafted with their license plates and everything.
Right.
I mean, this town was on fire.
Yeah.
It's only 5 or 6 years ago.
I don't know, man.
Maybe
I've always thought that winning brings them all back. Might bring back 60%. I don't know.
It'll bring back a percentage. I don't know what it is. Some I'm sure. I like Carlos downstairs. He became a Steelers fan. He just completely gave up.
Right.
And I'm sure some have become Ravens fans. But football is so big that if they ever started winning and I'm pretty I would jump all
over. And they
over.
have gotten to the point where the national game beats them. The
What about
local rating this past week was beaten by the 4 o'clock game. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a Patriots
And so you
game.
telling me if they started winning that those football fans wouldn't jump back on? They would. The locals would.
I think that they would.
They would. The
But
problem is
I think there are some that have checked out.
The problem is
that are like Jason Bishop, who says he'll never go back to that field again. That people resent the whole process. That it's far away.
He was
from a
never
lot of
going
people.
anyway.
I understand that, but there are others like him.
The problem is that there's no hope in sight. If there was hope and you thought, well, you know what, this is going to be a down year, but next year they'll be on their rise and they'll start ascending again. There's no hope of that.
That survey changed my mind a little bit, and I understand all of the circumstances and the context. It's a couple weeks after the Nationals won the World Series. But to me, when the numbers are so low, particularly for young kids, and I know it. I know from coaching my son's team, it's only 10 kids playing flag football, but there aren't a bunch of Redskins fans. Like back in the day, if you coached a kids team, out of 10 kids, I would imagine at least 8 were Redskins fans. Now it might have 2.
Yeah.
2 out of 10.
Well, because no one's watching, no one's going to the games. Let's go to Steve in Bouie. Steve, what's up, buddy? You're on with the Junks.
Man, good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
What's up?
I'm great.
My question is mainly for you, Beckler. Let's check this out. Now, I just heard what you said. Now, I'm in the Jason camp. I've been that way for a long time, man. Okay?
Well, he
But
was
let's
never a
say
Skins fan, though. Just to preface it, he was never a
Yeah,
Skins fan. And he never really
that's
cared
true.
about going there.
That's true. That's
Okay.
true. That's true. But now let's say they win 11, 12 games next season. Just some miracle that happens. To
Yeah,
happen, right?
it's not
That
going to
is
happen. But okay.
hypothetical,
All
but
right,
sure.
I'll buy it.
We know it's not going to happen. We know that. At the best next year, 7. I don't even give them that. But that's a complete tangent. Anyway, back to the story here. If they win 11, 12 games next season, if they did that, and the Redskins went on an ultimate marketing campaign, hey, we're back, hey, we're better, look at our rookies, blah, 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 and they offered you free season tickets for 2021, would you take them, Bickle?
I probably would.
Oh,
If you offer, did they win? They won
He
11 or
would
12
take
games.
them.
I'd take
Yeah.
them, and I'm not even a Redskins fan. I can't even go to the games because Cakes and I are at Glory Days Grill every week.
We would take them so we could resell them
Yeah.
for $12 on SeatGeek.
Why wouldn't I
per
take them?
game.
If they were a
that's
winning
not the
team,
angle.